Welcome to the first part of a two-part series on air travel. Today we have with us my fiancée, Nikki Tomlinson.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking to you first about airports.
Yeah, first thing I would say about getting to the airport is we were in Barcelona and we took a cab who said his prices were really good, but we got there and there was this little tiny fine print on the window that said it was only these certain hours where it was that good, and so we ended up paying double the price. So I would say if you're going to take a cab or an Uber even, or whatever you're going to do there, make sure that it's the actual rate that you think it is, because they know you're a foreigner, they will try to screw you.
That's very true. We got screwed a whole bunch of times in taxis all around the world.
It's true.
So we recently discovered something really cool in Atlanta. If you live in Atlanta or visiting Atlanta, to get to the airport, you can use MARTA, which is the public transportation there. We found that we could drive our car to the stop one away from the airport, which is called College Park, and they have free long-term parking at that stop. Hop on the MARTA for just one stop, which is a much shorter trip, much more reliable, and be at the airport, and then our car is right there. And if you land late at night when you're returning and the MARTA's not running, you can quickly get an Uber to your car. It was super convenient. So that's great for Atlanta. If you live in a city with public transportation to the airport, check if there's free long-term parking at any of the stops nearby the airport, and that's a good little secret.
Yeah, to add on, we were in Athens trying to get to the airport, and we took the bus. It's not the most pleasant, but we saved probably 50 or 60 euros by, waking up an hour earlier and getting on the bus and taking that to the airport rather than paying for the Uber. If you're going overseas for the first time, don't be too worried about the airports. Most airports are exactly the same as we have here in the States. So, checking your luggage, doing all those things, it's not going to be too much different. So don't go in there being intimidated. Almost all airline employees speak some decent level of English, and even if they don't, there's someone around who can help. So don't be intimidated by airports overseas, because they're all pretty accessible, pretty reliable, and most of them speak at least decent English.
Once you arrive at the airport, do the things that everyone tells you to do, like keep your passport or your ID handy, your boarding pass, get an electronic boarding pass, which is my favorite thing to do. If you are traveling with a large backpack like we normally do, and you have a pack cover, or you have valuables in there that can't get wet, just make sure when you check your bag to secure that pack cover to the backpack, because we've lost, how many?
2 or 3.
Yeah.
A great little money-saving tip when you're traveling is travel with a water bottle. I always used to buy water at the airport because you can't take it through security, and I would be thirsty and I would want water at the airport or on the plane, so I would buy a $7 bottle of water, which is crazy. Until this one started traveling with his water bottle, and I started doing the same. So you pack it empty, you can take it through security, it's just an empty bottle, and then once you get through, you can fill it up with a water fountain, and a lot of times they have those little dispensers that are filtered water.
And they tell you how many water bottles you've saved.
Exactly.
They have a little ticker.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's like 100,000 little plastic water bottles have been saved.
Yeah, and you get free water. Win-win.
And to add on to that, bring your own snacks, because food in an airport is crazily expensive. You can... Crazily.
My go-to airplane snack is goldfish. So keep that in mind.
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky. Maybe M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms.
If you happen to arrive at the airport way before your flight, or you have a huge layover, don't be afraid to take advantage of the airline lounges. At most of them you can buy a guest pass and get in for anywhere from 20 to 60 bucks depending on the airline. And it's a much nicer lounge and much nicer place to sit and relax than just out in the crowd with all the people.
We were flying to Santorini, and it was too windy, so our plane couldn't land, so we had to spend over 24 hours in the Athens airport and sleep there. And we could have got a hotel room at the airport hotel for about 170 euros, but instead we slept on a bench in McDonald's. I'll be honest, I wish we had gotten the hotel. It was expensive, but if it's just a short trip especially, you don't want to be absolutely miserable for the first couple days after having to sleep in a McDonald's bench. So maybe splurge a little bit and get that hotel room, because it could be the difference in a pleasant or an unpleasant trip.
I will say, if you're traveling on one of the economy airlines like Ryanair, Thai Lion, Spirit Airlines here in the US, be prepared for them to not reimburse you for your hotel expenses if their flights are delayed. They're a budget travel airline, and they're just not gonna give you any money at all.
You may get a free snack though. So.
Yeah, there was a bum rush for the Ryanair offices when we were there because only a limited number of people got rewards for the flight being delayed by an entire day. When you're in an airport, be aware of the specific amenities that it has because different airports around the world offer different things. Like one in Singapore offers a full spa treatment where you can get massages and hang out in a pool and even work out in the gym. So do a little research on the airports that you go to because there could be some hidden gems in there.
I always thought gyms and airports would be a great idea. People just work out while they are on their layover.
I never understood why there weren't more of
Just
those.
have a shower.
Or a movie theater.
Yeah.
Why are there not more of those?
Yeah.
Never understood that.
This is a good idea.
Yeah, just one little theater that plays a movie every 2 hours.
I just want to go
Yeah.
walk on a treadmill for like 45 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good ideas.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't do this.
Airport designers.
There's plenty of,
Listen to these guys.
I mean, they have a freaking dumb little museum in one of the airports here in Dallas. Like, I don't understand.
I like those. I like reading about the history when I go through the airport.
Yeah, but most of the time I'm tired when I'm in an airport, and so I either want to work out to perk up or sit there and watch a movie.
I'm super happy to get a Starbucks and read the history.
No, that's not as fun.
Again, if you have a long layover, don't be afraid to get, if the airport is fragmented, don't be afraid to get on the little train and go to other parts of the airport. I have, from personal experience, felt stuck in my little terminal, one little part, and then after the fact realized, oh, duh, I could have gotten on the little train and gone to this restaurant over here or whatever. So if you have a long layover, check out the rest of the airport and venture out to the other terminals. See what else is there. A little exploring. Well, that's it for this week's travel tips video on airports. Next week, we're going to be covering airline travel and the airplane aspect of it. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. And if you didn't like it, tell us why in the comments section. Please follow us on social media and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Keep on coming back each week for more travel inspiration and wallet preservation. Thanks.